Hi, and welcome to the 10-Minute Food Truck Training Podcast. My name is Bill Moore. I am a food truck business trainer, author of Food Truck 101, Beginner to Winner, and the forthcoming book, Food Truck 201. This podcast is all about helping you start and grow your food truck business. All this week, I am talking to Chris and Chris Pearson from Pearson Street Smash Burgers and Melts. If you guys have been listening to the podcast, you know that I talked with them last year in October. We did a whole week worth of episodes, and actually it was 7 episodes. And those started on October 10th if you'd like to go back and give them a re-listen. They're back again, sharing more inspiration as they prepare to reopen for their second season. Today we're talking about what was learned from last year and how to apply that to the new season.
My dad works in B2B marketing. He came by my school for career day and said he was a big ROAS man. Then he told everyone how much he loved calculating his return on ad spend. My friends still laugh at me to this day.
Not everyone gets B2B, but with LinkedIn, you'll be able to reach people who do. Get a $100 credit on your next ad campaign. Go to linkedin.com/results to claim your credit. That's linkedin.com/results. Terms and conditions apply. LinkedIn, the place to be, to be.
With the guest count that you guys need, how many people work on your truck again?
Right now, last season we had 6.
Go through the position. Before you go any farther, go through the positions for 6 people, because that's a lot of folks on a trailer.
Oh, sorry. We didn't have 6 at a time. The most we ever had on a trailer at a time was 5.
Okay.
Maybe on a Friday night, we'd have somebody working the window. We have somebody working the board. So basically tickets come in, they're calling out and the information. They're packing bags, organizing all that. One person working fryers, one person working the griddle. And then right beside him, we have one person working sets. So he's doing buns, getting all that stuff while he's just smashing. And then we'd have somebody at the end of the truck and they would be most likely doing emergency prep and help maintaining like a floater and help maintaining dish with the pots and pans that we're creating.
Okay. Essentially, if I'm imagining this right, your people aren't actually moving very far. The food is moving, but the person's only taking a step or two side to side, and that's it. It's not
exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, I've set it up like a line in a kitchen where separated into stations. So it's a line cook concept. So you come in, you're the grill cook, you're the fry cook, you're the sandwich cook, and everybody produces a portion of the plate,
right,
and it is assembled and then gets packaged. And that way you don't have a lot of spinning, a lot of moving, or anything like that. Super efficient.
Yes, it is. And that's a testament to your restaurant background. You wanted to be efficient. It wasn't like it just happened. You designed it.
No, we designed it to be efficient. Our average ticket time was 6 to 8 minutes. When we're maxed, we could do 5 tickets at once. So, if we had 15 tickets on board, you're still only waiting 20 minutes, right? Because we do 5 at once, kind of thing. So yes, it was super efficient.
Last year when we talked about the capacity of your grill. Did you ever figure out what that was?
We could put, you mean what we could fit on it?
Right, what you could fit on it.
We put up to comfortably 18 during service.
Okay.
About a 1.5 feet to your melts and toast buns and stuff like that. We did do one catering event where we had 80 singles, so we filled it up 3 times.
Didn't see a thing, Igor?
Didn't see it. That was fun.
Yeah, that was a fun one.
We can pretty much do 18 patties. It doesn't necessarily mean we're going to do 18 burgers.
Right.
We've had people come to the truck and have what was the record? 8 patties, 10 patties last year.
Yeah.
So that's an order. One ticket could be a full grill.
Right, and that's a good problem to have.
Totally good.
A lot of food.
And people are cool though. A lot of people, they text us their order or they advance order it. They know they're not going to wait long. They're chill. This year we'll even be in the park. We always have something for them to do. The last year we had the chalk and the bubbles for the kids. They drew. Parents are interactive with it. So once they're being interactive or something, like time goes by, and next thing you know, their name's being called to food stuff.
People are also a lot more receptive to waiting a little bit longer when they can kind of see how efficient that we're working in there, that it isn't people being slow because they're being slow.
Yeah.
Or they're on their phones or something. Like they see that we're getting pumped.
Well, we have a unique style too, right? Like we verbally call names, right? So your ticket name, we have a very verbal vocal truck, right? So whoever's calling board is, sure, you can turn around and read your ticket, but he's focused on his board he's focused on is griddle. So he's saying, griddle, Corey, you need this on this end. It's a single, double, throw on an order, because you're in a truck and people are right outside, it's only 2-inch walls, right? Everybody here, and they love it. They can hear us working and the efficiency of it. And it's actually almost like a little bit of a show.
Yeah, that's a good point. It is a little bit like a show because anybody that watches like the television shows, Master Chef and all those, they're not real depictions of how an efficient kitchen works because they're all about the drama.
Yes.
So when somebody that, thinks they know about restaurants from watching TV here's a real one operate the way you guys are describing, they're super impressed because, all they see is the drama and the mess on TV. And now you guys are showing this is how it's really done. People know what they're doing, can turn this food out.
Yeah, and they can hear it. They don't hear us freaking out, yelling at each other. It's fun to hear laughter. We got music going. Sometimes we're singing. You know what I mean? And people like it, I think.
Yeah, they want to be a part of that. They want to order more food to hear you guys sing more. I mean, that's great.
Yeah. No, you almost use the music as a metronome when it gets really busy. Yeah. So you can keep pace with yourself.
I never really thought about that, but that's a good point. I always used to, whenever we would drop food, especially the fried food parts, that would be my thing to race. I want to get all the stuff I'm supposed to get done before the fried food gets up, whatever the fried food was. Because I mainly did, like mozzarella sticks and mushrooms, things that are going to take 3 or 4 minutes to fry. And that was my race. I want to get all of my sandwiches done by the time the fries are up.
And that's the fun stuff, right? Creating those little things in your head to enjoy service, right? The little races, the little games with your coworkers and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. That's what makes the time go by. All right. So you guys are going to open hopefully here in the next couple of weeks. So what are you doing between now and then? You said everything's already set up. Is there anything you haven't done yet?
We have that work wall that I sent you a picture of, and it's pretty full of things that need to be done.
Keep erasing it and refilling it up for some reason. You know what? Nothing that's vital. Like, once we get power and water, all the suppliers are set up, so it's just bringing the food in. All of our services, like waste, septic, all linens, I bring it all in. Everybody's been notified. I use a company that filters my fryer oil. He comes in once a week. He'll clean out my fryers, remove my oil, take it with him. So I have a no oil, so I don't have to collect oil at all. And my fryers are always perfect. Yeah, you know what? Nothing that isn't set into place. We want to get, maybe a bigger fridge or something like that. Or, we have a wish list going. But other than that, I think everything that's vital has been taken care of. So really, once we get water and power, all I have to do is book my hookups and inspections and done.
Just wait for the gates.
I know.
Yeah.
We can't even get on it to clean it until the lease is signed. So we're just waiting to.
Yeah, it's more of a sitting here spinning, thinking there's more to do than there actually is.
We spent a couple hours at a casino for dinner.
Hurry up and wait.
We're trying to actually relax and do some normal things.
Between now and then, are you going to be doing any more social media? Or are you really waiting until you see construction activity?
Well, I'm on it almost all the time. I sent you a few pictures there. I'm getting every couple minutes, when are you opening? So I'm staying incredibly polite with that one. Once we get the recognition from the township,
right?
I had asked for a recognition certificate. So the mayor's signing a certificate for us for our second year opening up. So I'll post that. So right now I'm just teasers, basically, just a matter of, because they want to know when we're going to be open, but I don't want to disappear at the same time. So Marketplace will keep the ads running, and the next social media will be the recognition sheet. And after that, we've got a lot of event planning stuff going on. We've got a couple ball tournaments that are going to be running 3-4 nights, live music. So
we've already been approached for a red eye ball tournament with entertainment and wet bar, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, live music. So I'll start promoting some of the dates and times of some exciting things that are happening.
Yeah, and the park's right next to our local arena, so the arena also hosts its own events a lot during the summer, like different
craft shows and stuff like
auto shows, different just trade shows and stuff like that. So that in itself staying connected on socials with all that kind of stuff, letting people know that we're around when those things are around. Still, that still happens while we're not open, but yeah, that kind of stuff. For sure.
So do you guys have a goal set, I guess, comparing to last year, what you want to be, say, percentage-wise above last year, either in guest count or dollars, a percentage?
Our big thing is to absorb what happened last year and apply what we do for this year.
Yeah.
That's our big goal this year, is take what we learned last year and apply it to what we can do this year to succeed. Because that was for people on a trailer every single day.
Well, and for this season too, like, last season we didn't get open till June 9th. So like realistically up here in Canada, if we can open, second, third week of April, we can recap about 8 weeks of sales that we didn't have last year. Yeah. That's almost 25 to 30% increase over sales of last year right there. Add in the menu price increasing, obviously costs have gone up, but I really think that we could be seeing upwards to 35-40% increase in sales.
Adding a hot dog.
I know that's a lot, but just doing the math, and I ran all the numbers from last year. I know how much beef I'm going to use on a Monday already.
Right.
So yeah, it looks super possible. We were averaging, I think, was it 14.7 last year a week? Yeah, we can definitely hit 35-40% increase, I think.
Based on the fact that you guys opened, like you said, in June, those extra weeks, that's part of that 40% increase. And then part of the dollar increase is going to be there. Mm-hmm. But it sounds like where you're going to be is a more active area.
Yeah, it actually scares us just a bit.
Yeah. Because as you read everything off, I was like, okay, that's a lot of stuff going on. Staffing
hasn't changed from last year to this year. I don't know what happened down in the States as far as workforce, but it's, the restaurant industry is having a really hard time with people wanting to work in the industry.
Yeah.
So right now we're not full staff capacity in compared to last year. And last year, that took, I worked 195 days straight. You know what I mean? Like, that's not half our fault because we wanted to be open. We built our hours. These are our hours, right? We just couldn't attract anybody to the truck to help us out. And by the time, people were around, it was too late, right? If we can get a couple more people, that'd be great. But we're looking to start the season only 5 days a week.
So you're kind of trading off a little bit. Then even though you're going to be open earlier, you're losing 2 days a week. You're going to do that all through the summer as well?
I think it'll just be a start until we can attract and train. And then we'll slowly add those days back in. But 100%, like, Monday, Tuesdays, they were our slowest days. So, it might take us a $2,000 or $2,500 hit for the week. But, we should be able to gain those back on our other days with the activities and just the basic traffic flow the park gets. So I'm kind of hoping it won't hurt us. And then when we add those days, it'll just be extra bonus. But I'm not going to work that much this year. I'll work a lot, but I'm not doing that. Screw that. It really screws with your mentality. So anybody who's listening to this podcast, don't forget to take time for yourself, or you'll lose all focus. You just go on auto made you just become too automotive and you miss things. You're not sharp anymore. You're just executing. That's it.
Tomorrow, we are talking about being a part of the community. Thank you so much for listening to the 10-Minute Food Truck Training Podcast. If you find all the information helpful to your food truck business, please become a monthly supporter of the podcast. Just hit the support button or follow the link in the description. Every little bit does help keep us going. Join our Facebook group. It's called Food Truck Training. We have a whole bunch of awesome members at all different levels, from brand new beginners to decades-old veterans. They've all got your back when it comes to helping you with your food truck business. And again, thank you for listening. Come back tomorrow because I got plenty more to say when it comes to helping you and your food truck business.